Hello fellow knobheads and beat people. I'm George, the Gentleman Rocker, and this is a Gadget Gaijin. Today we want to talk about, let me open it, Chicago. Chicago is a acid synthesizer inspired by the 303, but with some stuff added to it. I will talk you through the really simplistic but very 303-ish. First of all, you have your oscillator where you can blend between a triangle and a saw wave. The 303 had the same saw waves, but you couldn't blend, so it's a little bit more than the 303. And you have this glide feature which tells the synth to glide from one note to the other. So you can use this to do this acid slides that you do with the 303 normally. Besides that, you have a full envelope, which is more than you got in the 303, so it's more a synthesizer. Below that is a filter with a big cutoff knob, peak, which is like resonance, and bite is like a pre-filter distortion. Gnaw distorts the sound even more. And with the envelope, you can change how the sound or the filter reacts to a played note. Right to this, you have the effects where you can change with a knob which effect to use and have two buttons, which are not labeled, unfortunately, to do some various settings in the chosen effect. And over that, you have an amplifier with a level knob, and you can let it be played by the envelope or via gate. So you can have it follow this envelope pot or not. And that's it. You have this tubes sound emulated. So the amplifier is a emulated tube amplifier. So you get a really warm and smooth sound out of it. If you want to. The arpeggiator is a really hard piece of the synth. As you can see in the song I've opened here, it's called Unsuitable Slice from my new album in the making. And I used the arpeggiator to run my whole 303 sound. You can switch the modes up, down, if you want to go over 1, 2, or the full octave range. And how fast, and the speed dial is in intervals that are based on your beats per minute. So you have 1/8, 1/4, 1/23, whatever you want, even with triplets. Like I said, in this instance, I had a chord progression, which is not even with chords, it's just a note progression that I played with long-running notes, and the Chicago Gadget gave me this really straight bass sound. It can really go into 303-ish territory, and I have another sound that I will play where I really used the arpeggiator in a completely other way. I took a really fast melody that one of the synthesizers was playing, so the arpeggiator played in the notes the melody played, which is really easy to program this way, and if you would really program every note in it, it would really suck. So that's another way how you can use it. And the melody was there first, and then I added the 303 sound. Or there was a 303 sound, but it was very basic, and I kicked it up a notch with this little setup. If you want acid in your life, take the Chicago. It really is everything you need. It's a little bit leaned towards the Electribe series with the tubes, but keeping the 303 spirit even in the look. I really like this gadget for everything that you need with a basic bass and that you want to probably play with while playback. In the first example, I just use it as a normal 303 or not even 303 bass sound. In the other example, it's really more like an acid synth rocking out a little bit. Yeah, let's take a look what's next. Tomorrow, I will talk with you about the Brussels gadget, which is labeled a monophonic anthem synthesizer, and it really describes the unit well. I wouldn't have thought that you could make a synthesizer that's an anthem synthesizer, but if you take a listen to it tomorrow, it really gives you this straight out of the synth anthem synthesizer sound. Okay, cool. Subscribe to the channel if you want to be informed about all the new gadgets, and even if you catch this later, subscribe, because every time there are news, I will post them on this channel, so to keep you up to date. See you later. I'm George, the Gentleman Rocker.